revival writer used to say, God can do more in 5 minutes in revival than we can accomplish in 50 years of our best human activity. It's true. Biblical and church history proves it. Some of my favorite accounts of God's mighty hand in revival come out of the Welsh revival in the British Isles in 1904 and 05. That revival started with a 26-year-old ministry student named Evan Roberts, who challenged his home church to turn from sin and doubtful habits, obey the Spirit promptly, and publicly confess Christ. Within weeks, the revival had spread from a group of just 17 prayer meeting participants throughout the whole church and the region, so that by the end of the first 5 months, over 100,000 people were saved. And the social impact was astounding. For instance, crime dropped so dramatically that the judges were presented with white gloves, symbolizing the fact that they had no cases to try. The problem of the moment became what to do with the police officers, who suddenly had nothing to do. One police sergeant was asked what his officers did with all that free time. He replied that since the revival started, there was practically no crime, so his policemen just followed the crowds to church. He said, "We have 17 police in our station, but we have 3 quartets. And if any church wants a quartet to sing, they simply call the police station." Perhaps the most dramatic change, though, occurred with the rough coal miners of the district. Instead of carousing all night, they were in church until early morning, then went home, washed up, had breakfast, and headed back to the mines. Their language changed so drastically that the little donkeys and pit ponies that hauled the ore out of the mines had to be retrained. They no longer understood what their drivers were saying to them. Now that's revival.